Look, I know I'm about to be part of the problem, but Roman is right. Now, listen, I know as I say this, I'm gonna have people in the comments who are gonna say that the Bloodline story has ran its course, that the WWE is just reheating nachos, or however they want to call it. But listen, these are some good nachos to me. These are some good nachos to me. Listen, you ever had them nachos or that pizza and you can't finish it, but you say I'm gonna have this for lunch tomorrow, I'm gonna have this for dinner tomorrow, and sure enough, soon as you reheat those nachos, add some extra sauces, some guacamole to me, them nachos is hitting just as good as it was the day before. That's how I feel about the Bloodline story. Like any other story that happens in wrestling, there is some ebbs and flows to the story. You're gonna have some moments where it's just hitting. You're gonna have some low moments where they just telling the story. They just planting seeds and and setting you up for some huge moment. And that's how it's been for the Bloodline story for some years now, right? And 2 weeks ago when Roman confronted Solo, that was cinema. The WWE gave us that cinema back, right? So we're not gonna sit here and act like these ain't some good nachos. The Bloodline story is one of the best stories that we've had in wrestling history. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying it's one of the best, right? Especially when it comes to long form storytelling. So when it comes to Roman and Solo, in this particular situation, as much as I love Solo, I think Solo has done some amazing work since he left the Bloodline. I'm talking about from the moment he grabbed that Uafala and he turned on Roman, to the creation of the MSTs and their iterations, to now, this current Suge Knight esque persona that he's took on. I think Solo has been doing some of the best work in the WWE, and I mean that wholeheartedly. So I love everything that he's bringing to the table. I love him on the mic. I love the comedic relief that he's given us. But when it comes to the story between him and Roman, he's wrong. And Roman proved that he was wrong with the video package that he showed of how Solo, first of all, took the Uafala from him, number one. Number two, he accepted the tribal combat match under the conditions of if he loses, he has to return the Uafala and also, serve Roman. That would be his role. Well, he lost to Uafala. Roman had that man sitting, yelling in front of his new MFT crew that he just put together, and he went on a run. Basically, he ain't been part of the family since. Now, he accepted that match with Jay, right? Then he lost that match and he's being delivered to Roman. And now he wants to turn on Roman to help LA Knight, right? Because he went to LA Knight and they got this whole little thing they got going on, right? I'm not even mad at I'm not an LA Knight fan by any stretch of the imagination. His whole mixture of the Rock and Stone Cold persona, I call it Stone Rock, it just don't work for me. It's just corny to me. So y'all like LA Knight, I'm just not a big fan of LA Knight. So it is what it is. But him and the Solo thing, I guess, is working. But listen, because he lost those matches, like Roman showed in the video package, it makes Roman right. See, Roman is a heel to anybody that's outside of his family. He made that perfectly clear. It's about his family only. That's the only thing he cares about when it comes to the WWE. Being on top so his family could be on top. That's the only thing. And people got to remember another thing about the Bloodline story. Roman is being backed by the elders. See, this isn't about like how we just look at it as fans. In the context of the story, Roman has been appointed as the tribal chief, right, by the elders. And according to that, if you challenge the tribal chief in tribal combat, you have to now follow orders by the tribal chief, right? So that's what we got with Jacob. But Solo, you lost first, right? So you gonna have to get in line. But he don't want to get in line. So that makes him wrong. And that's the reason why he's getting treated the way he's treated, because he's out of line according to the family. And remember, Solo was sent by the elders to help Roman by being a forcer, not go after the Uafala, not try to run the family. This is how you know Solo was out of line. Now, I know a lot of y'all are really happy about what happened, right? You're happy that you saw Solo give Roman that spike. You're happy that he decides to side with uh, LA Knight. I don't even like the way that even looks. First of all, the way I was brought up, family first. You feel me? You feel me? Family is first. So you gonna turn your back on the family, not just Roman, but you gonna turn your back on the family for LA Knight. And that's another thing that Solo was wrong about. It's different if you leave the family and you just start to, and you just chilling, you just by yourself doing your own thing, but you going to outsiders trying to create a whole nother family. So you making a mockery out of your blood, and then you making a mockery, you know what I'm saying, out of the situation between you and Roman. So you wrong for that, Solo. Huh? You wrong for that. Now, what do y'all think is gonna happen next? Is Jacob gonna turn and join Solo in LA Knight? The new faction where Royce Keys is now in the mix. Is Royce Keys is going to get Solo on board? Is Royce Keys going to get Jacob to swing over to his faction? Because they have this friendship that is thicker than blood and family, as they was trying to put it. I think Solo is going to turn on LA Knight. Yeah, I know that. I'm not gonna say I know. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. I feel like what they're doing is setting us up for the most glorious betrayal that's going to happen, and it's going to really kind of catapult LA Knight into the babyface picture that they have him in. Right? They're going to just kind of push him up any further, and I think this is really going to, because I don't think Solo is people say Solo is a babyface. I don't think he's a babyface. I think he's a tweener. I think Solo is an opportunist. And what's happening is Solo is taking advantage of LA Knight. And because Royce Keys' faction is now in the mix and he's now attacking just family, he's attacking everybody. Solo is gonna get on board and make sure that, hey, you not gonna just take out all of us. You're not gonna do that. Let's just wait and see. But these some good nachos. These some good nachos, y'all. Take a bite, enjoy the show, and remember, even though you hate Roman and you love Solo, Roman is right.